Troubled Waters. Oh, after Troubled Waters, we're at the end. Very cool. And after the next... We're just 40 short of being able to get Boatworks Sinclair. I'm gonna get Lunacy from this. Battery low. Oh no. Can I do something like this? Okay, there we go. Oh, this is scuffed. This is very scuffed. What if I put this on my keyboard? There's like 3 different avenues that is well cheers. Well, story time. I'm gonna watch Syndra at work, wondering what I should do about Ishmael and Heathcliff. Definitely a fair thing to be wondering about. They are not doing great. At least we're as suffocating for them as it was for me. Well, save for Otis, maybe. You there, connect those parts. It will cause an issue with the intake fan. What do we do then? That's like 3 separate wires. Amateur. Allow me to demonstrate. This is nothing compared to what I do back in the day when I worked for the Engineering Corps. Engineering Corps, okay. Otis, you appear to be rather knowledgeable in engineering. You need to support more boat bus modifications. What did you do in the war? I thought you might be a combat medic. I thought you might be like a actual like commander. Now you're doing stuff. Did you just do everything in the war? I'm just ask you about any chance for this, any documentation of items that sinners may be partial to or have preferences for in their personal information form. Oh. Alcohol. Normal cheers, well cheers, executive manager, well cheers, kill team. Wonderlove, Road Home, Scaredy Cat could be Hung, Loon, Faust. There's definitely a lot of possibilities for like all the Oz Abnos, the Apocalypse Bird Abnos, the Magical Girl Abnos, and how they'll apply to the sinners. There's a lot of ways you could take stuff like that. Olga in this art, yeah, she's just alcohol. We do not give records of such details. Isan, as I have informed you repeatedly, it is the best policy as a sinner to leave the decisions to the managers. Oi! There's nothing like booze and getting the right slosh to mend a broken friendship. What, maybe you could try my secret weapon? No way! You mean the king trash crab brain wine that you've been talking about? Oh no. Well, me interested, actually. God. No, I don't think I will. I shall inquire them myself. Thank you still. He looks so pathetic in this artwork. I love this expression he's making. He seems so, like, caring now. I don't think that Rodion and Gregor are both addicts. Maybe. I don't know how much of a drinker Gregor is. He's more of a smoker. Brain wine. Yeah, make wine out of brains. Why not? But look at this! Look at this! He's wearing the chef hat again! They're wearing their chef outfits. They're gonna fuck it again. Look at that apron with the red bear. Is the red bear like a city mascot or something? We've seen the red bear a lot. Like on Carmen's hairpin or that one child's shirt that like Dawn saved in Canto 3. Brain wine, what? Either they don't look too good. Mulder doesn't seem too happy right now with the cooking of these two. There's just a light bulb up there. Is there a light bulb? No. Silo, preferably here. Marcel's counteracting her. Snap your necks completely silo. Huh? Yes, perhaps while doing so while they're alive would be a way of pursuing a new direction, art in the vein of an avant-garde spirit. Gambling and smoking are considered addicts. Oh yeah, gambling, yeah. By the way, what are the Welsh's avenues names? Is it? My suggestion is not to inflict them further pain. It would be a more appropriate method of engaging in the culinary arts. What did he say? Silo? So snap your neck completely, slice in blurry lied code. First there, I'm going insane. I'm sorry, but when's dinner? You've been having the same conversation for the last 30 minutes. Great, I'm dying here. I can hear the trash crabs going at it in my belly. They've poisoned Olga now as well. Fix, please get a hold of yourself. In the Ryofun Mersalt, we're trying to come up with a way to make the trash crabs more palatable. Not that it had any taste buds in their mouth, but it was starting to resemble actual food, at least in its presentation. Mersalt somehow became the cook of the team, huh? Wouldn't have expected that from him. Well, he's good at following directions, and while Otis was like the better chef, like on like a personal level, Mersalt's probably the best chef at making meals that like are crucial for requirements and stuff. And I think Otis is busy being like a boss of people while these two are just at the cooking. They're going that way. Oh, it's these three again are just going at it. And they're such a like the first three sinners, the first three Cantos of sinners. They're such a good team. A child. Oh, Dawn's here too, it seems. Wow. I am not. Now, young sincere. Oh, go to Gracia. You expected that the Frenchman was capable of cooking. And once again, Dawn's informing that she's not a child, because some people are, like, convinced Dawn is a child when, like, no. What do you mean? I'll take its left leg. Sure. Most other sinners were busying themselves with hunting trash crabs and collecting scrap. They said the practice makes perfect, and everyone was already performing rather well-coordinated attacks, even without my input. As for Heathcliff...
와, 그레고로 씨, 불쇼라도 보여주시는 건가요?
Oh, Gregor, are you showing off your rotisserie skills? Dawn does seem shy. Insipid, your flames lack flair. Wait, he's just cremating it. It has been extracted. However, this can no longer serve its function as a proper source of nutrition. Sinclair's the youngest, but all of them are adults. Exactly. Like, you literally have to be 20 to be a fixer. It's literally, like, in Leviathan, it's stated that fixers need to be at least, like, 20 to get a license. The thing, and even then, like... And people who think Dawn is a child are very clearly missing the point. Give it hither. I have consumed not but 3 legs so far. Heathcliff. Heathcliff? Finn is somehow... Yeah, Finn is, like, the youngest. The only character... Finn is the youngest character we know of the age of, barring, like, we know Tifereth, and we know both Lisa and Enoch were children, of course, but, like, we don't know their actual age. They're definitely, like, the youngest we've seen, but otherwise, like, Finn is the youngest character we've gotten confirmed age for. Ah, oh wait, that's, the guy and I had a chat. I'm okay now. Was it really just a chat? Ugh. Just drop it, I would probably no more. That's all. So, bear me some nosh. I don't know if Virginia's really had just a talk with Heathcliff, but I'm glad that, unlike most other times, he was here to at least get Heathcliff to calm down. But Ishmael... Moment, Dante. Well, as one-sided as his chat is going to be. As I'm sure you've already been told in brief, they conducted a little meeting with the 2 problem individuals. Heathcliff got beaten by Virgilia. Yeah. You will see that the discipline has proven effective with Heathcliff. Ishmael's case hasn't quite been resolved. Or to be more precise, there is no reason to resolve it. I kind of think it would say to make Heath this calm. Well, it's similar to, like, I think for all of them, it has something to do with their, like, wish. I guess you could call it. I forgot the exact terminology used to be like, because Yi-Song, he was promised his wings if he joined Limbus Company. That's the whole thing. And he got his wings, he succeeded in that. So each of them has their own promises that they've been made, and they know will be made true if they follow through with Limbus Company. So Virgilius probably threatened him something about that. Something about Kathy, most likely. What are you talking about? You must be asking what I'm talking about. Okay. That's screenshot worthy. Hope you aren't expecting me to kindly explain everything to you. You will realize it on your own soon enough. After all, this babysitting and fostering nonsense is not a part of my work as manager, Dante. I know you're putting in extra work, and I appreciate it. Like it if I didn't have to intervene anymore. Sure you would like that. You may consider the talk I voluntarily had with the two a small favor from me for your decent performance recently. Now I have remaining business with the fixers of Molar office. If done to a pen and paper, maybe they don't know how to write. Who knows? Like that, Ishmael was left alone with little progress to speak of. According to the people from the boatworks, she apparently snuck out alone late at night to make various preparations. Ooh. Even when I visited her, when I found her hanging about and called over to her. She didn't respond to me at all. I doubt Heath would be so calm the verge of threatening with Kathy. He seemed generally calm enough the conversation, which is really weird. It seems off. Well, the thing is, Heathcliff isn't, like, only a brute. Like, that's how he, like, shows himself. But he is, like, a logical person. Like, beneath his, like, exterior. That's for sure. He's a lot smarter than most people give him credit for, that's for sure. I think that's becoming clear from this, from my point of view, at least. She seemed too deeply fixated on what she was doing. What should I do about her? No, what was I supposed to do, then? Well, a clear answer still eluded me. Mephistopheles' Misamere was entering its final stages. The notes, cough. That's true. Dante does have, like, a tablet they can use to, like, write stuff down. I think Virgilius just doesn't want to bother. Oh, yeah. Requirements 500. Okay. So, I'm gonna need to do a little grinding. Not much. I just gotta do this one twice. That's fine. I'm not too bothered. No thoughts, head empty. Well, I just need to do this one twice? Yeah, twice. And then I'll have enough. That's fine. Nice.
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
Roy and Mersault are the best driver to sinners. Rodian can drive drunk well enough that she can reach home without crashing. Mersault can't get drunk. I feel like people have, like, made, like... I feel like I've seen at least one person make a tier list of sinners based on how well they can drive. And, like, I think there's definitely, like, decent cases to be made about all of them. The only question is, why does this exist? Like, stops if you have the story, if you have both of the event things, and it's even worse if you don't. I do wonder if that means... I wonder if there's still gonna be the scrap mechanic when the event ends, then. Like, will you need to get to 500 scrap in order to do the final thing, or will they just remove that requirement entirely? That's my current wonder. There's gonna be plenty of people that come in, like, later, and they're gonna do this after the event ends. Oh, another bayonet person. Oh wait, it's the same fight. I know exactly what's coming. I don't know why I'm being shocked by this. Oh damn, just a random like little gate. It's fine, honestly. It's effectively just it's effectively just making it take a little longer to beat it without adding too much more stuff. It's better than like the 50 nodes of Canto 4. I think I honestly might prefer it more than just them adding like 2 or 3 more like fights of just crabs. But yeah, if you don't have the event identity stuff, it is a bit worse because you just get, because I'm getting 80% more asterisk because like the EX clear rewards don't get multiplied. It's just the actual event things. So I've been getting like an average of like what 8 per node. Every player, even new ones, tasted the grind old players went through. Base. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of grinding. Yeah, 36. This was almost enough straight up to be able to. Yeah, I'm 4 short. I'm gonna redo the first fight then, honestly. It really doesn't matter which one I redo. Actually, this costs... Why did I choose this? I should have chosen the... Oh no, whoops. This event does not seem complicated. Alright, it's that shrimple. It is quite shrimple, actually. Sanaya beat you to that pun, unfortunately. You know what? There's no need to be so crabby. There's a lot of awful puns you could make right now. I don't know how far I want to go into the joke, though. There's a lot more jokes to be made. A lot more jokes that are plausible, but I don't know how far to go into. Ugh. That's all. I'm not making another. I refuse. I've made one, and that's one too many. One of these guys, hit him with the old 1-2 crab killing attack. My favorite. Not being able to beat the event is just a Krill issue. Funny idea. Bridal event, but the men are in dresses and the women are in suits. Yeah. Honestly, like, I could see. I don't think it'd be like that strange, really. Or if it would probably just be everyone in suits, honestly. That's the Project Moon style. Just everyone with like super stylish suits. Yeah, just kill this crab. Sloth has the resonance, nice. You did 50% of the damage, nice. Check rewards. Okay, we're no longer being gated out, and we get Bulwark Sinclair. Very nice stuff. Why is the notification thing here? Okay, it was just bugged. It should have been there. Because we get the actual dialogue from the Sinclair one. Right, now let's get to welding. Sure. What was it doing? Oh yes, new Sinclair. Sinclair's also gotten his 7th identity now. We will give this guy most of my remaining gold tickets. And I've got the thread so we can up-tie him. And we're gonna see his up-tie story. See what this is. The upgrade certainly improved the output, but it kind of feels redundant if all I'm doing with it is catching more crab. But we'll see what this up-tie has to say. Late at night, on a pitch-dark mud flat, flashes of blue sparks flickered on and off somewhere there. 2+1. 2+1 with 4 coins. It's so awful in the funniest way. Following the light that was too glaring to be from a lighthouse, yet too meek to be a fire. There was a child firing sparks at the insides of a large weapon with his welding rod. Let's see. The weld beads get it too big here. The electronics will affect, I've been told. But better keep it to a minimum. It's just 2+1. It's got 4 coins, but it's a 2+1. It becomes a 2+2 if he's got 10 plus tremor count, but it's not exactly easy to get to that part. And then, what was I supposed to do next? Lifting his goggles, the child reads down the memo written on a small sheet of paper under the tiny lamp. That must be the circuit diagram his coworker drew for him. His skill 1 is meant to... It's meant to actually, like, trigger sinking a bunch. That's the point. You use it if you want to hit someone a bunch of times, like the one-sided attack, to get their sinking to go down a bunch. Right, now let's get to connecting circuits. This time, a thread of smoke quietly billowed instead of sparks. The child's brows were furrowed, perhaps disturbed by the acrid smoke created while soldering. And now... A click is followed by a hum of electric power. The child earnestly hoped that his modification of the weapon was a success. Alas... Come on, why? There's no reason it shouldn't work. Small sigh filled the shocked, still air. Silence felt doubly palpable thanks to the weapon turning off. It's okay, let's try again. With a desperate look on his face, the child began examining the circuit board, holding a pair of tweezers in his hand. Most damaging skill 1, though. Yes, but it's gonna have trouble winning flashes. At the same time, a growing feeling of anxiety ruffled the child's mind. Being the last of the group to return from the book, it was by sheer luck that he was discovered before he starved to death, he thought. Though he happened to start working at a boat shop, his skills and prowess as a fixer weren't really needed here. When he tried to help out with hunting, the leader was doing it with far greater efficiency. And when he thought he'd lend a hand in mechanics, his colleague was much more capable than he was. The unease that he's too mediocre to make meaningful contributions in any field has been constantly haunting the child. Alright, well, without buff, it's the same as Sunshower Heath with skill 1. Yeah, once again, similar to Sunshower Heathcliff, it's all about triggering sinking a bunch. And we can probably trust the most Gregor Sinclair Yisung so far into the story. Why does Gregor have the floor symbols on his arm? I don't trust him because of that fact. What does he know? This must be it! That's why the child is desperate. To upgrade his weapon, learning from his co-workers, and hunt trash crabs with greater efficiency using the improved weapon. There! That's the only way he could think of to be helpful. Great. I'll give it a test run on tomorrow's hunt. Things don't always go so swimmingly, however. It's working, I guess, but it's not quite there. Looked like the modification didn't go as the child planned. With an uncertain look, the child laboriously slew trash crabs. Maybe the gear ratio in the part where the chains are attached was off. Alright, I'll ask about it when I get back. Still, the child doesn't give up. He'll keep at it until a better solution is found. Okay, nothing too special there. Fine. That's fine. And rewards, very nice. Oh, I've got stuff here to claim. It's just gonna be the one for killing a bunch of people. Yeah, I'll take it though. I'll take it. Now we just can do the last scrap, which is just a normal fight, it seems? Here within 15 turns. So is there no, like, dungeon? Oh, we get 7 people, though. Interesting. Very, very interesting. What do you 3 will add, you and... Sure, this team will work. Did I think about this team at all? No. I just added 2 people. All the sinners, save for Ishmael, gathered to behold the finished product. Ooh, look at that. That looks stylish. Do I behold with mine eyes the transformed bus? Yep, you do. Would one call this a bus boat or a boat bus? The classic poet moment. I think I'll go with bus boat.
바퀴는 어디 갔죠?
Where'd the wheels go? We'll need them once again once we're done with U-Corp's district. Needless confirmed. Of course it is modified to be amphibious with both a boat form and a bus form. Let's go. Some kind of magic bus?
메피스토펠레스는 원래부터
Myriad of possibilities
여러
Mephistopheles
가능성을
holds means it has always
각종
been
기능을
capable of
지닌
various functions.
곳이었어요.
Hasn't Faust
파우스트가
expounded
말하자면
upon this detail once? Now, that's enough of that. Let's start it up. Oh. Mika fiddled with its controls. The bus boat shuddered awake. And sputtered off with the odd screeching noise we heard earlier, which is gonna trigger the big crab. I think we're missing something. Maybe it's the form transmogrify that's messing up. Yeah, I thought my eardrums were going to burst. If I could possibly be causing that noise. Mika, I think it's the one part we had to make do with what we had. What was that? Did you just say, make do? Ooh. I didn't have a choice. There wasn't enough parts in stock. Is this the bolt? Is this the bolt that Faust was talking about with the Technology Liberation Alliance people? It's one thing that's supposed to be irreplaceable, but the problem is... This wasn't the sound of its engine. Was it?
이전에 마주했던
It's the
거대
gigantic
불편이
mutant we've
펼쳐집니다.
encountered before. It's headed
이쪽으로
this
오고
way.
있군요.
It's likely drawn here with the same clamor as before. That was a funny camera movement. They haven't done something like that before in a cutscene. That's good news. That big boy's the exact part we're missing on the back. Don't it? It does, I guess?
누님,
Big
아니죠?
Sis, are you really? I am really. It's that one expensive and tricky to manufacture part, isn't it? Is Mika gonna die here? Is that gonna be the joke?
근처에 있던 다른
Remember the way it killed the
직원들도
employees of other
많이들
boat
돌아가셨다는 건
workshops?
기억하고 계시죠?
Glamour, okay. Alright. These puns are getting out of hand. Well, that's because it crashed into us, not because we were hunting. But now, I have these lads and lassies to help us. To kill the people that helped us start Molar Boatworks from our bum days, didn't it? Looks like this is just the time to give it a right smashing down its noggin. Make me some more wine juice out of its brain, too.
누님?
Big Sis?
우리도 나눠줄
Can we
거지?
get some, too?
우리요?
What do you mean, we? This
이번
King Trash Crab is supposed to be a few years old, so it has to be the same one from earlier.
같은 놈이겠네요.
아무튼
Anyway, all we need to do is catch him
잡아주기만
quick, innit?
바로
Right on.
갈아타는데
You heard her,
시간이
Clockface. Heathcliff turned to me, visibly eager to go up and
아니요.
clutch from stealth.
차라리 잘 됐지 않나요?
Let's not. Isn't this better for us? Really? Ishmael?
나 참.
Gee, Ishi, where have you been all this
어디 있다
time?
간 거야?
당연히 대호수에서
I was making
버틸 수 있는
preparations for a
준비를 하고
survival in the
있었죠.
Great Lake, obviously.
고래에 대한 가이드라도
The least I can do is
빼곡하게
make an exhaustive
만들어둬야
guide on whales you can
주저하는
study
공부라도
up on,
하지
right? Marine biologist Ishmael.
나 그런 거
You
안
know I don't read that kind of stuff. No one read the K-Corp pamphlet. You really think you're gonna get people to read about your whale pamphlet?
그럼 읽을 수밖에
And I'll keep
없도록
reminding you
귀에
until you have no
무시박히게
choice
해드리죠.
but to read it.
관리자님,
See,
보셨죠?
Mander, we still need more time. There's
저희에게는 아직도
so
시간이
much more to
필요해요.
prepare.
준비해야 할 것도 훨씬 많고요. 저 킹크립계는 쫓아낼
The
수
King
있는
Trash Crab can be
거잖아요.
built, can't it?
그럼
Let's
그렇게
do that and
해두고
finish
버스
modifying the bus
개조는 좀
later.
더 뒤로 미루죠.
More time in our
그렇게
hands.
시간을 벌면
Ishmael. I'm not sure. My lack of memory doesn't help, of course, but... I don't get what you're so scared of or what we're supposed to be preparing for. Nobody reads. There's a decent chance, like, someone's illiterate. I don't know. They might all actually be literate. Much as I want to respect your opinions and reflect them, I don't think this is the best for all of us, so... There is no
무슨
all of us.
모두예요.
Huh?
솔직해지죠,
Let's
저희.
be honest here. Is any
지금
one of us
여기에
devoting themselves for the
정말로
sake of
모두를
this
위해서
all of
희생하는
us?
사람들이 있나요? 다들 자신만의
We all
목표를
signed a
이루기
contract
위해
with Limbus
림버스
Company
컴퍼니와
for our own
계약했죠.
gold.
저도
IDD Song did as we saw
이정과
last time,
양상 씨도
and all the
그리고
other sinners did.
나머지의 모든 수감자들도요. 결국 자신이 이루고
Aren't we
싶은 걸
only in this
이루기 위한 거
together to
아닌가요?
achieve our personal aims?
그리고 당신도
And you too.
기억을 되찾기 위해서
Forcing yourself to look for
생전
those
알지도
golden
못했던
vows, things
황금
you've
가지라는
probably
걸
never heard of
억지로
once in your
찾아다니고
life
있는
just so you can
거잖아요.
get your memories back.
누구보다 개인적인
You have
동기로
a more
움직이면서
selfish motive than
우리
anyone else
모두를
here.
위하는 척이신
So why do
거죠?
you pretend like you're doing anything for all of us? Okay, what a lame point to try and make. You can help others whilst helping yourself. How dare you raise your voice against enough. Cordelia seems to have been discreetly listening into her conversation, joined the conversation as though he's been part of it from the start. Ishmael, I believe I made myself clear during our meeting. The contract comes first.
계약?
Contract, huh?
그래요.
Sure, this is a company I'm working for. Of course it does. Ish is just wrong here. Yep, exactly. Ishmael glared at me with a face unlike anything she'd shown before. I sensed clear hostility in her eyes.
그래요. 그
Fine,
잘난
I'll
계약을
abide by the
지키죠.
oh-so-honorable
관리자님,
contract. Manager,
당신이
give me your
시키신다면
orders and I'll follow them.
따르기는 할 거니까
So if there's anything you
앞으로
want from
제게
me from
바라는
now
게
on,
있다면
state them
확실하게
clearly.
말해주세요. 앞으로 제가
I
주장할
won't
때
get out of
맞서서
line by providing
무언가를 돕거나
unsolicited help
설명하는
or
일
explanations
없을
any
테니까.
longer.
뭐예요?
What are we
제
waiting
집채만
for?
하나 큰 놈.
Weren't you going to
죽이러
order us
가자는
to go
명령
kill
아니었나요?
that giant crustacean?
명령해 주시는
I'll
대로
gladly
계획에
obey
따라
as
기꺼이
is
따르죠.
stipulated in the contract,
관리자
Manager
타락했네요.
Dante. After Ishmael finished speaking, she blankly stared at me as if awaiting my order, to which I could only reply with, "Let's go." As soon as I finished, Ishmael turned around and left the shop as if on cue. All I could do was lead the other sinners and follow her. Just then, I heard vicious sounds of crashing waves and roars of an all-crushing storm. Visions of destruction passed before me. Limbs and bits of flesh tearing off in the shredding storm that brings crashing waves, Ishmael hanging onto the ship for dear life. This is the image we saw at the last Tokyo Game Show, in the little trailer there. The more it seems like Sinclair, the situation where he was asking people to live, sinners are so traumatized they can't think properly and they get emotional. Looks like we lost Ishi's trust. Yeah. We've already been losing her trust ever since Canto 2, the casino event. She has not had any faith in Dante. And a behemoth of an eye, its overwhelming and all-consuming size looming over the ship. We're watching her in silence. People live. Yeah. Perhaps this could be a clue to Ishmael's perplexing behavior. Interesting. Random, like, flashback of Ishmael's past where you can see the whale in the background.
여러분에게 도움이 되었으면 좋겠네요.
So we've got 15 turns for this fight. And it's gonna be the big one. The song is going hard though. Oh, you're like awful. I'm using a skill 1. That's the issue. I should never use a skill 1. Let me see. Let me think this through a little more. The song is going super hard, that's why I'm not talking too much. I don't like this works. I don't like how the new sanity looks. It's been bothering me a lot. It looks so weird right now.
출력 안정화.
Well, you've got 15 turns to do this. That's definitely doable. Please get more heads this time. Good job. You got more heads this time. Okay, nice. Nice 4. Okay, nice. We're winning a lot of clashes, getting our sanity up early. That's good. I assume this is going to be the fight that I'm just going to need to grind for hours, isn't it? That's vaguely unfortunate. Kind of sad it's not like a mirror dungeon type thing. I was kind of hoping for it to be.
100초만 기다려줄게.
Oh, they're starting to cannibalize each other. This is where their whole cannibalizing each other thing is actually going to start mattering. Sandy looks really bad. I'm fine with the Sinclair. I hope they changed Sandy because it is not it. Yeah. Looks so weird now. They simplified it a lot. Using and bursting charm for this fight would be a good idea, Executive Man. Yeah. That's a fair enough suggestion. Are you clashing everything? If so, just go for the big guy multiple times. There we go, seems good. Oh, we're gambling. He's gonna burst himself. He's fine. It really isn't that bad. I need to remember that he's gonna just stagger and kill himself if I'm not careful.
피는 확실히 빼는 편이 좋지.
제대로 들어갔습니다. 적확한 한압이었어.
Okay, nice. Let's see if sent to get a bunch of tremor going early for the song.
다시 못 살게.
One crab down.
꽤 먹혀든 것 같아요.
This will be some decent damage. They resist the slash. Oh, it still was enough to kill.
서둘러 끝내보자고.
And he's got... Oh, they're all staggered, so the aggro does nothing. But then the music changes. It was going so hard, too. It's so sad.
오작 터뜨려주지.
Because it did similar thing with, like, Papa Bongi. Like, it played his music for, like, the first 2 turns, and then it just switched to the generic music. The generic music, I mean the chapter 2 Abno second part of the song.
아, 옛날 버릇. 적사살 좋아.
I think new stuff. It's not actually right. Yeah, it's not actually new stuff. Where does they change on the dashboard? There's not the one next to the character. Yeah, it is very strange. It looks a lot less stylized at the bottom now, which is super sad. Canto 5, we've got Dante trying to regain Ishi's trust. Once you take a wrong turn with her, it will be a difficult task to regain. Oh yeah, it did say something like that, didn't it? Ooh. Well then, we're gonna have to see how that goes. Here's Assault is not gonna win any classes. I hate to break it to you. You're a loser, Sinclair. Just giving it to you straight. Oh, great, you're gonna need to clash with... You've got a neutral, Sinclair. You can do this. I believe in you now. You're no longer a loser in my book. You can do this. Dominate. So we just gotta deal with these 2. So Gregor takes 1, and you take the other. And now you're gonna kill the big guy as well. I wonder if after Dawn's chapter she'll be super depressive. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Dawn's whole thing is... I'm pretty sure, like, Dawn's entire character arc is going to be the fact that, like, her justice is indeed correct. Because, well, it is. Like, that's the thing. She's absolutely, like, the person in the right most of the time. Most of the time, of course. She definitely gets, like, tricked by some people some of the times, but, like... I think there turned out to be another Chef Gregor situation. I'm not really that shocked. Like, I mean, think about it like this. Who actually used, like, Rain Cage? No, what I was saying is... No, I'm pretty sure Dawn's entire thing is just gonna be... Her beliefs are going to be, like, instilled, just kind of more so refined. Sinclair is not good for clashing. Like Mariak. Yeah.
출력 안정화.
He's trying his best occasionally.
다시 복구하긴 힘들걸. 완전히 녹아내렸네. 처리했습니다.
Hitting multiple people here, taking out multiple people at once, very convenient.
혼자서 적을 전부 쓸어버리시다니.
Another Gregor 3-star. Yeah, he's only at 1 3-star still. G-Corp Gregor's pretty good.
조금씩
And look at this guy.
보이네요.
Emergency nutrient supply. This is the U-Corp logo, isn't it? Union. It's two U's connected. It is absolutely Union. You did when you did with appearance projections, because it didn't bother with instructions because he looked cool. Yeah, fair enough. You know, this is absolutely the U-Corp logo, because these are two U's that are like Union and Union together. Something like that. The colors could honestly mean that like they're kind of like two U's that have been kind of like taken apart and put back together, kind of merged together, meshed together. Let's see, what passes do we have? When it defeats an ally, heals 5% of HP, end of the turn. If unit has healed 50% of max HP with the above effect, restore the shell. Check it out, sin resistances. It sure does. And one of each crab type. So he's gonna try killing his allies. Shell attack. Powerful pummel. A lot of mass attack type things from him. Not really looking like that scary, but he's trying. So I think we gotta try and take out these guys first and foremost, I guess. We also want to attack the shell. Is this not the shell? Head, shell. Oh, no, the shell's that one, I see. Attack all units, heal the speed is damage back to the attacker. That's fine then. Who was this being targeted with? You? Yeah, right, and that works. It's very possible that IDs, but not Chef Gregor because that made you so mad. It's more like Magnus me than unit. Well, it's two U's that have been united. That's what I'm getting at. Because especially if you look at like the colors, like you can kind of see like the blues and yellows have kind of been meshed together weirdly. You can't spell it and you're losing right now. Well, yes, magnets also have to do with uniting, though. That's the thing, because you know magnets are all about like connect together, stuff like that. I think it's all relating back to this whole idea of like unite, unity, union, something along those lines.
최선을 다해보지. 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
Let's see. Being in Sun Shower. You gotta keep that in mind. Hitting almost everything. If we go for the shell, we will actually be able to hit everything. What else can I do here? Trying to think. There's so many arrows here because he's trying to kill all his allies. And you know, fair enough. Life lesson, kill your teammates. Like, this is a dominating with his skill one, not bad. What were their singularity? Did we get any mentions? We did. Yes. So their singularity is being used in 3 different ways, because it's the stasis preservation box that was mentioned in Ruin and slightly before. Thinking about buying the pass just for Sun Shower, that's fair enough. If there's some sort of tuning fork, it seems to be, it is Unity. They talked vaguely. They were talking about using U-Corp Singularity to combine pieces of metal together to get them into the optimal shape. That's why they're getting all this scrap metal. They're using U-Corp Singularity. But it was also the preservation boxes and some kind of tuning fork that, upon being mentioned, Ishmael had her whole breakdown and talked about like people merging together with Ahab something or other. Didn't mention Ahab by name, but like almost certainly Ahab. Who are you being attacked by? The defense. That doesn't do anything for us then. You can clash against this one then. Isn't the U-Corp logo looking more like resonance/tuning fork? Oh, wait. Oh, you might be right. Oh yeah, I forgot that sure is what tuning forks look like. They do kind of look like magnets. What's the gimmick, by the way? Do you mean the gimmick for the fight? So far, all I know is if it kills its allies, it heals. I don't know the rest of the gimmick. It's got some passive effect that's saying if it heals 30% or more, body's restored. So we probably need to take out the shell. I'm kind of focusing on clashing right now, stuff like that. Can I do this on you, maybe? Yes. I'm gonna let you try killing that one. Something like this might work. Then, because of the fact it doesn't tell you all the, all the sloth power-up, God. It win rateable, therefore it doesn't matter. XD. Fair. 425 damage, nice. They're all weak to Pierce and they're weak to Sloth, so pretty good. Pretty nice.
다음 세상으로 넘어가려면 자, 여기구나.
Yeah, this crab is very dying.
가지 않아가 맥없이 꺾이는구려.
Because, like, these guys, they don't have story, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I was looking, yeah, they don't have any story stuff. The shell's been destroyed. Wasn't 7% brew plumbing, target another ally's least HP, healing HP on ally. When the shell's broken, the part has -2 skill power, and there's one thing we don't know yet. The only thing you know is they can casually inflict 12 rupture count. As you do. And he's got several... Wait a second. Wait a second. This is Crab Rave. This he's got this skill is called Crab Rave. After check, summon 3 crabs with less than 5 other crabs on the field at the end of the turn. Max 5. He's literally using Crab Rave. But after attack, so does that mean after a successful attack? Do I need to stop this attack? Do I pursuance this guy? Probably. Oh, we can soda him too. Might as well. It took me a second to realize. I was like, wait a second, what is the Teth? Why is his Teth purple? But no, it's because soda. I completely forgot about soda until now. Oh my god, they really did just hit us with the Crab Wave. But we're getting pursuance, we're getting a bunch of sloth damage up thanks to the Sun Shower, so it's going to be a good pursuance, that's for sure. And the King Crash Crab is very dying this turn. Oh, look at this fierce assault. He's got enough tremor that it's getting +2 on each of the coins. And then soda. It's incredible. And look at how well Cheers is doing. They're hitting it so hard.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이니 넌 반드시 부서진다.
관리자님, 역시 저는 생각하지 못하는 방법을 떠올리시는군요.
If we do enough damage to him, we could stagger plus him. Yeah, we're absolute stagger plussing him. And he's at 56 HP now. So what do you know his last passive is? Head is broken, -2 skill at final power. Okay. Simple enough, soda. And then Honolulu just kills him. Honolulu does not kill him. Sinclair's primary finishes the job. It's such a good skill. Can you do a Welcher's corrosion? I should have. I really should have. Oh well. We've seen what the corrosion looks like. It's very stylish. We don't know what Ryoshu's corrosion looks like, but it'll be a while before we can see that, so unfortunate. Should have thought about doing it beforehand. Oh well. According to Virgilius, the people at the boatworks have been saving up for a trip back to V-Corp's backstreets where their fixer office used to be. After experiencing a warp crane malfunction, they'd apparently decided they'd rather take the car. Oh, they just think it's a malfunction. They don't know the truth. I considered telling the truth I learned from a number of identities, but I figured ignorance is bliss and kept my figurative mouth shut. Did not see it, sadly. It's in the trailer. It's in the trailer. You can see it there on Project Moon's Twitter. It's very funny looking, though. Maybe I feared the things I said could bring bad results again, like how Ishmael has fallen out with me. Come on, get working. Oh, we got him now. Think our skill won't kill the boss. I love the city I live in. I love the city I live in. I love the city I live in.
이걸로 완성이네요.
Looks like our job's done, and you know they're alive still. They're not gonna live it, dude. They're not gonna be alive by the end of chapter 5. They're gonna die some horrible death because like it's gonna be like, oh, we're gonna be able to go home now, and then they're gonna die right beforehand. It's the trope. And lucky you, the tide is in. You should be able to set off now.
그럼
Now then, switch to boat mode. Okay.
이렇게 변하는
It transforms thusly then.
이 차량을
I
설계한
gotta
분이
say, I have great admiration for
존경스럽네요.
whoever designed this vehicle. I've
사실
heard
저도
stories of
드디어
it, but see it in motion
실제로 이렇게
firsthand.
작동하는 건
I was just
처음
like,
봤어요.
wow, thank you very much.
아마 이
He's
차량의
right, it could most
핵심만
certainly change into
건설하면
other forms
다른
as long as the
형태로도
core is
충분히
intact.
바뀔 수 있을걸요?
We're gonna get the plane eventually, aren't we?
어떻게
Limb
이런
train.
파워가 존재할
Can
수
such a
있는
core
거죠?
be real? I'm just
정말
amazed, for lack of a better term.
대단하다는 말밖에는 나오지가
Little dieter
않네요.
fixers, yeah.
네.
Indeed,
파우스트는
Faust is
대단합니다.
amazing.
자, 그럼
Alright, now get in your
다들
vehicle. You can
탑승하세요.
switch the mode again
물가에
once
가서
you're in the
배로 다시
water.
전환하면 될 거예요.
Aboard the now boat-shaped Mephistopheles, we forged ahead into the ever-rising waters. My relationship with Ishmael is still precarious, but just something I still wasn't sure what to do about. Hopefully they won't get Samjo treatment. They will. But since some of the sinners were also trying to be supportive towards Ishmael, I decided that it would be best if I tried to come up with a solution in the meantime. Maybe I'll find out more the further we get from the shores of the Great Lake.
잘 나아가네요.
It's sailing alright. His death was so lame. It was, but like, it was fitting. He died in ignorance of bliss. That's for sure. Poor Samjo though. We need a Samjo identity for his sake.
그럼 우리
Does
이제
that
돈
mean we can
받아서
get paid
외식하러
and
갈
go
수
out
있는
for a
거야?
meal now?
돈이라면 아까
We
받았어요.
actually got our money
계약 이행
a minute
완료하자마자
ago. As soon as we
새벽
filled our end of the
직구에서 보낸
contract, a
배송료
delivery
내역사가
picture from
오시더니
DevChat
바로 잔고를
Association came
찍어주시던데요.
by and paid us the remainder. That the Russian, yeah, the Russian Association. Okay, we have a new association name. That's pretty cool. That really real corporate shoe.
오,
Oh, our contractor turned out to be a pretty big deal, huh?
좋아.
Have we taken a break from crash crabs and splurged some pork belly barbecue?
좋죠, 누님.
Sounds good, big sis. By the way, Mika.
그런데 미카,
네?
Yes?
이번 개조 목록에
When did we add a submersible mode
잠수
modification?
기능이 있었어?
그럴
We-
리가요?
Didn't? You know, the Ninth Association. Here's the question, though. Why did they deliver payments? What does DevJet is also Rodion? Yeah, it is the Rodion one. 9/Russian. Yeah. But what do they do? Because we know, because if they brought money, you'd think they'd be like the Bank Association, but no, Bank Association is OFI, which is the 11th Association, the Swiss German one. So what is DevJet then? What are they for?
저거
This
기우는 것
looks like it's
같은데.
listing.
야, 빨리 물 빼!
Get the water out, quick!
양동이는 어딨죠?
I found a hole. This must be.
관.
출발할게.
We're off, Club. They may handle payments. Yeah, payments just separate from OP. I'll get the lifeboat. Guess we should also prepare penalty fees to pay.
조졌군.
We're so screwed. Okay, incredible. Or contract association. I do think there is one. Then our origin association connection is only getting stronger. Weird. Oh, I need to click here. Oh, fin. Oh, like a fish fin. How silly. With her frantic attempts to drain the bus and Karen's skillful rowing. Oh, because she has an oar with her at all times. Of course she can row. We managed to get back to the boat works and have the bus repaired. With that, our voyage on the Great Lake began somehow in earnest. What did they do? They just failed they just didn't fully fix the boat. They messed up somewhere and the boat sank because of them. So now they're gonna get docked a significant portion of their payment.
어딘가에 담고 싶군.
That was only 60. Plus modifying scrap. As far as the repeatable stuff goes. The grind might actually be worth. Hang on. Hang on. What do you mean that was only 60? But here's the thing, you gotta just keep on repeating this, and each time, you're only gonna get 40 times whatever multiplier you have. This is awful. Huh? Because you need to get to 4,000. It's roughly as bad, I'd say. From the sounds of this. Karen's probably a better boat driver than a bus driver, indeed. Huh? It costs modules to do though, right? Yeah, it's just one module. Okay, that's fine then. It's gonna be a lot of... It's gonna take some time to do that for sure. Well then. I'll try and get the sodas sooner or later. I'm not gonna try and rush for it too hard. Better because it takes less time to do. I guess that's true. I'm gonna make it like... I don't know, it seems like it feels even more mindless. Maybe it's not as long. You gotta make it like 400. No. Not 400 times. It's, well, currently 60 up to 4,000. It increases every time. Oh, I see. Right, they mentioned that. Their specialty is finding loopholes. Yeah, it could be something like that. Right, they said something like each one, like you get more, if you keep on doing it, you'll get more and more, something like that. Yeah, I think you're right. You just kind of got to keep a streak going. So it's not just 40. Okay. Well, that'll make the grind not nearly as bad then. Fine with me. Well, this has been a successful run. But before I end the stream, I want to talk about, my current, like, plan thing for future streaming. That being the fact that I think this week, I think I'm gonna start trying to stream, I think I'm gonna stream LobCorp. Honestly, I want to do a replay of the game. And I think streaming it could be pretty fun. My plan is, I think I'm gonna stream it Saturday? Probably like Saturdays and Mondays, something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. You should do the Space Station 13, play the LobCorp server. I should. I'll look into that. That is a good point. I've heard good things about that. 9 hours grind across 2 weeks, which isn't that bad. Yeah, I'll probably get it done by like tomorrow or 2 days from now. But I'm just gonna... Yeah. Join back to the live stream on Saturday, and I think I'll get to doing LC streams. And I've already... Whoop. I've made a form. If you want to submit yourself as like an agent, feel free to fill in the Google form right there. I'll like link it in something or whatever. But like everything is there, something like that. Yeah, I'll look into the space station thing too. That also does sound very interesting. I've seen some gameplay. I don't think I've seen anything on the LobCorp one. That is something I should add to the list of potential plans. Yeah, feel free to fill out that form if you want to get like an agent for your character into the game. I'll probably just be doing random ones like that. And but yeah, the plan is Saturday 10 p.m., which is the same time I did this stream, and potentially also Monday. Like Saturdays and Mondays is my idea. We'll see how it goes though. But yeah, thank you guys all for being here for the stream. A lot's been going down in the Project Moon community as of late. It's been a little hectic, but I feel like this was a good distraction, that's for sure. I enjoyed the mid-chapter a lot. It was pretty cool, a lot of funny moments. And I'm glad that you guys all joined me for this too. It's been fun. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.